everyone, Heccu here with another interview. Yesterday I had boards from Endpoint, but today I'm joined by the main author of Marten Gaming. Today it's going to be Depression. Philip, how did you end up choosing this nickname?
Well, with like depression, it doesn't have like any meaning. I'm not like
Depressed.
close to that
Yeah.
depressed or anything. It's just chose the nickname because it looked cool, and I'm not depressed or anything. I just the nickname is just cool. I like the sound of it, and I just stick to it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean,
I get a lot of comments, but it's fine, I guess.
it's memorable. It's like it's really memorable. You'll be like depression, like right away you can like assume things, but it's like I'm really happy to hear that it's not like your usual mental state. So that's always like great to hear. And probably like a lot of casters have like a great time making a lot of puns around your nickname. Like oh he's probably now sad or something like that.
I'm
But
always saying I never heard that one before. Very creative,
okay, I
that
see.
stuff.
I see. Well, that there is something that didn't make me feel depressed, but I was a little bit sad to find out that unfortunately, due to the fact that you don't yet have a Wikipedia page, it was a bit hard to track all of the tournaments that you participated in. I do remember that you reached the finals of the CE with a Bosnian Croatian mix, and you placed second. You went through like 3 maps. You had like multiple overtimes on Inferno. Unfortunately, in
Oh,
the
the
end,
last map.
yeah, like yeah. But
Was 15-12, and we had like so good economy. Everyone had like 10 12k in the bank, and we threw unluckily.
yeah, I mean, low key, I was happy because it's a Lithuanian team and it's like kind of closer to me, like like a Lithuanian team because I'm a Latvian. Uh, but you guys like did really good. Like you reached the finals, and is if I understand correctly, it was a mix. It was not a team,
It was
right?
full mix. Like we just assigned roles. Like I was open, and like we had two people calling because we had no like IGL or anything. It was complete mix, but we knew each other pretty well. We played before a lot of tournaments as a mixer, so it went pretty good. Like we beat, I don't know how were they called, the Lesgedi or something. It
Mm-hmm.
was versus Fates and those guys. I think he's Estonian, if I'm correct.
Oh,
Maybe I'm wrong. I'm not sure. We beat them. Then we beat Project X or Akuma or Crazy X Crazy, and we beat pretty easily Sinners, even though I was underperforming that game, and finals were a little bit sad, I guess.
it was for you guys. It was pretty unfortunate. But when it comes to actually like your part of the Balkans, you know, when it comes to, for example, to Bosnia, like there are only 3 names that I know that are related to Bosnia. That will be like Nico,
Only,
his cousin Hunter, his other cousin Katalik, who is like actually like your teammate. When it comes to Croatia, the only 2 people that are related to CS that I know about is like you and Professor, who is like from HLTV. Like,
yeah.
yeah, exactly. Like, what's like the overall state of CS in your region? Is it like not that popular?
Well, in Croatia, of course, like everywhere else, there is a lot of like face it players, and some people are trying for FPLC to reach it like Faces style because either they don't have good teams or they don't have any good offers. That was same with me. And I played when I was like regular level 10 player. I played in a team. They helped me a lot, but it was nothing special, and we didn't reach anything. And then I just decided to start playing Pugs, Face It, and I reached FPLC. And at that moment, I tried out for like 1 or 2 teams. I played advanced with little bit with Contact Light, Keen, Raver, and others. And there was like talk about this team, and because I played with the others before, I decided to try it because I didn't know what to do at the moment, and I was stuck with FPLC for too long, so I decided to try myself in a team.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's like real.
And
Yeah, yeah, keep on going.
but the question was about like Croatian scene. I think most of people are trying to do the same, but for example, FPLC qualifiers are based on luck. I wasn't anything special back then, but I qualified just purely out of luck. And same, and people are trying to do it, but it's hard. Uh, like also Croatian who is playing with me in a team right now, he tried. He was grinding for FPLC longer than me, but he never had any luck in the qualifiers, and he didn't reach it yet.
Mm.
We are trying now to, I guess, reach high on the HLTV, so I guess they get FPLC invite, but we are trying to do it as a team.
Mm. Yeah, because I had like interviews before, like for example, with Kuli, who's from Hungary, and Regal, who's from Romania, and they kind of have like the same problem. They don't have like a single person in the top 30. When it comes like to Bulgarians, I don't know, like maybe CS is their national sport or something like that because they have like players in top teams, they have like full on teams in the top 30. I don't know what they're doing, but they're doing something right. But I hope like maybe like you will eventually make into like a top tier team because maybe that will be like an extra boost of motivation to your like, fellow countrymen. Because I think that's what happened like in the Baltics. You know, like Robs got through FPL
Yeah.
to Mouse, yeah, and then like all of a sudden then there was Broky and Bemis, and now everyone is like, okay, they're like they understood like this is possible, this is doable, and they just keep on grinding. But yeah, I closely follow academy teams, also like ECE advanced teams and FPLC players. That's like I know about you, and I know that you recently got signed by Marten Gaming, and with them you're playing like in different tournaments, qualifiers, and also this season of ECA main. So far, you have pretty good results, but I'd like to know if you're doing anything to improve. Like, do you gather just for the officials, or do you actually prac?
We practiced from the beginning. Um, we practiced from the beginning, and we liked it. We didn't had to argue a lot about roles because everyone almost had their roles they prefer or positions on city side. So it was basically set. Katalic was agile and he still is, and we just kept on playing and practiced. But at the moment I have school, so it's a little bit harder. I'm first shift, so um, I need to wake up at 6 a.m. and I'm in school until 2 p.m. So sometimes I need to even I need to okay, my key is bugged. I don't know.
Oh, good, oh, good.
So like I need to sometimes even like ask my parents to drive me home so I can get on time on officials. It happened versus Trasco in Giraffa, like sixth stage. Um, like I arrived like 5 minutes before officials, so it was kind of hard. I didn't even open CS and anything, and when we are practicing, it's a little bit hard. And at the night, I need to like decide either I'm gonna go sleep and be, I don't know, ready for tomorrow, or I'll grind FPL. So at the moment, I didn't play too many games in FPL, but I wanna grind it as well. So I'll need, I don't know, maybe I'll need to decide between those two
Hmm.
because I don't have enough time for everything.
Yeah, but wait, in which grade are you right now? How many years do
Uh,
you still need to finish?
so in my country, you go 4 years of high school or three, depending on in which school
Mm-hmm.
you are going. And I'm going 4 years, and I'm at the moment my last year,
Mm.
and it just started. So
But are you planning to keep on going and like to go to uni, or you like I don't know take the time off or commit to CS or something?
it depends how this year go, how this year goes, because same as before I reached FPLC, I was thinking like I'm gonna give it one more year, then I'm gonna focus on school. I hope I can achieve something, and I achieved FPLC at the beginning of the summer, and the same happened again. I didn't know what to do because I was grinding FPLC a lot and I didn't have any offers. So I thought about just taking a break from CS because it was my last year of high school. So, and then I got offer from them. I wanted to try, and like I said yes before I even had a chance to go FPL because that month I didn't even try. I just played for fun. I had a lot of games in the hub, but I was like constantly top 8 and I needed like 100 or 150 points in 4 or 5 days and I made it.
Yeah, like I mean, like you did successfully grind FPLC and qualify for FPL, so congratulations with that.
Thanks.
I know that like the average FPL player like level is of course like higher than in FPLC, but I sometimes have an impression that like the lower tier sometimes can be a little bit even like more competitive just because people are taking it like more serious and like the admins are like less forgiving. Do you think it might be harder to grind FPL than FPLC, or is it like the other way around?
Like in terms of points, think it's easier to like reach higher on FPL because not many people are grinding it, while in FPLC it's completely different. Uh, when I just joined, there was even more people. There were more people, and every time, like maybe 10 or 12 players around there would have like over 150 games, and now it I don't know went down or something. Less people are grinding, so it's a little bit easier, but it's still very hard and unforgiving sometimes.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I think like the last time I checked, which was yesterday, you were like in top five. You won like 8 games out of 8. So like I don't know what you're
Out
doing
of
right now. What?
um, 8 out of 8 games. Yeah, I'm on a win streak, but I wanna play it more, but I seriously couldn't either. I was so tired, or I had to study immediately, or so everything. Like every day, something popped up, something different I needed to do. So I try to focus on other things. So when I finish those things, I could play every night FPL, and that's my goal to stream at night and grind it a lot. But in those 8 games, like I think I performed really good in one game, and one I was bad because I was playing not my favorite position. I
Not
don't
though.
care
Yeah.
about stats, but it's really hard because I'm not really. I didn't study that position or play it a lot, and other
Mm-hmm.
games I was just decent because we were winning 16-4 like 3 games in a row,
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
and one game was only close. I think 16-14 or something. So
Mm-hmm.
my stats are nothing special, but I'm trying to focus more on communication and team play.
Mm. But the fact that, for example, that you're right now like, in FPL means that there'll be more orgs that will be checking you out. That will be looking like your like maybe HLTV profiles and stuff like that. I wonder if there were already like any orgs that like showed any kind of interest in maybe like buying you out for Martin, or like nothing is happening yet.
So currently, since I joined FPL, I didn't get single offer, but um, um, like at the moment, I'm not thinking about it. I just wanna stay in FPL and prove myself, I guess.
Hmm. You wanna like try to get like in, I guess, like in a top tier team like right away. You don't wanna like go like through tier 3, tier 2, and then
See
like
my
eventually.
options. If I get more options, I'll see.
Mm-hmm.
If I think grinding FPL like will pay out more, then I'll grind FPL.
Mm-hmm.
So it everything depends who is actually in team and with who I will be playing. Because I guess money is not money is not needed at the moment for me.
Yeah. I mean, especially if you place like in top five, like even like in top 10. Of course, it depends on the country where you're living, but like I think even if you get like in top 10, maybe in Croatia, it's like pretty enough. You know, like if you're living with your parents, like what's like a top 10 is like $500, like euros, something like down
I
those
think
lines.
it's 1K and top 15 is 500.
Oh yeah, okay, top 15. So yeah, it's like it's pretty good money, and you said like to get like into top 10, like, it's not like super incredibly hard. Maybe it's like harder even like in FPLC, but I guess like since you like want to show yourself more in FPL, you are interested like in maybe eventually getting to an international roster because like right? Like international roster, like you'll be fine like communicating in English. You're not like, hey, like I want to stay in FPL and wait until there will be like a full Croatian like team, right?
I don't think that will ever happen.
Never.
Maybe, yeah, like full Croatian team, which is actually good. I don't think it will happen because I don't know um any good at the moment IGLs, and our scene is all around much worse than other countries like Albania. Kosovo is doing pretty good, and Serbia especially. Macedonia is doing good at the moment. Blue Jays, they got signed Macedonian roster, and that's about it. iNation came back as an organization, and they're showing results, I guess. But in Croatia, it's devastating at the moment, and nothing was there. Our best players from before were only rank S players. Nobody was ever in a good team.
Mm. But maybe like for example, if you have like more players that will be able to show like by example, you know, like right now you got to FPL and maybe like eventually you'll get signed by like a tier one team. As I already mentioned, you know, like this like the whole like Baltic thing, like Robs was the first one, then like it got followed up like by Brocky, like, also Yakinder showed a lot like in FPL, like Beamus. It really motivates like the locals that you know like to improve, like to like it shows that like oh it's actually possible. So maybe like if you'll have good results, you know, like there will be something will start happening in your scene. So like
I agree, but I think that's completely on the individual side. I don't think there will be a good Croatian team which will get maybe FPLC invites or something. At the moment, um, that's I think out of question. But individually Balkans are their aim is good, and everyone can make it to FPL. But from FPLC, um, out of Balkans, like nobody is from Croatia in FPLC at the moment, and other players, a lot of them aren't even grinding or trying to go FPL. There is like 3-4 people maybe from Balkan.
I see. I mean, I guess like every region has some sort of problem because like even you know like the CIS, even though like they have like those big names, they are so great at producing, you know, like incredibly talented operas or rifles. But when it comes to, for example, IGLs, like they really struggle, you know. Like, and then you have like Denmark, who's just like they're just popping IGLs for like every team. So like, you know, every region, every country, they like have their, like their own specifics. So like maybe, yeah, maybe if you'll not have like a full on team eventually, with your like just raw skill, you like you know like sneak your way to like different teams, you know.
But it will happen, I think, over pugging and not over team. Uh,
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so it will
that's
happen
my
through
opinion
FPL. Like it will not be it will not happen through like gathering as
from the
five.
start.
Yeah, going through open, main, intermediate, and stuff like that. You're like, okay,
Yeah.
FPL is the way. I see. I mean, yeah, I think like a lot of people like in my local scene have like the
There is
same.
always mixes for SA cash cups or some facey tournaments or qualifiers, but not teams at
Mm-hmm.
the moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, you know, things change. Maybe for some reason something will change. But depression. I know that like right now there's a EPL Grand Final happening at the moment. So and also like try to keep like my interviews pretty short. I just really want to know, you know, like what's happening in your scene. What what is happening with you, what are your plans for the future. So like those are the answers that I managed to receive. Thank you very much for your time. Thank you much for accepting this invite. Before I let you go, would you like to send any shout outs to your supporters, team, or maybe your organization?
I hope they will watch this and I hope they get a good impression. Thanks to everyone who was supporting me, especially my family. Um, my family, especially my parents. We had like local LAN cafe or how you call it on English.
Mm-hmm.
Um, back in the days, and they thought there is no profit in esports. They didn't even know it was sport. So it was at the beginning pretty hard to prove them wrong, but at the moment they're supporting me a lot and others as well. I have many friends from all across Balkan, and I try keep I try to keep humble a little bit, and we'll see how it goes.
Okay, awesome. Thanks a lot. Everyone who is watching this interview, thank you very much for watching. Remember to follow DEPRESHN on social media. Also, if you like and subscribe to this channel, it will really help me out. But I'll see you back again in the next interview. See ya.